All right, folks, got a quick video for you today. I want to talk about this right here. This is a primer pocket plug from 21st Century Shooting. I've actually got two of them here. One for small primers, one for large primers. Yep, it is this package here, large primer pocket plug for H2O weighing. This company, 21st Century Shooting, which always makes me think of the 21st Century Motor Company from Atlas Shrugged. Anybody? Come on, some of y'all must read books every once in a while. But whatever, okay, so 21st Century Shooting Incorporated, they sell a variety of gadgets and gizmos for reloading. They've got a concentricity gauge that I've had my eye on for a while, arbor presses, expanding mandrels, neck turning tools. They've got a neat hand priming tool, so they've got a whole variety of stuff for reloading, and I've never heard anything bad about them. I've always, heard that they're good quality stuff, but this is the first thing I've ever purchased from them. Now, what these are for, this here is a piece of fired 22250 brass, and I want to measure its case capacity. And to do that, we're going to weigh it, we're going to fill it full of water, and then we're going to weigh it again, and then subtract the first number from the second, and bam, you've got your case capacity in grains of water. And that's useful for a couple things, like you can sort your brass by case capacity, or you can take that case capacity measurement and add it into Quick Load, or the Gordon's reloading tool. It's got an entry where you put in the exact case capacity for the brand of brass you're using, and it makes for more accurate modeling. Now, of course, you can't quite fill one full of water when it's got a big hole in the bottom of it, can you? So usually when I'm weighing case capacity, I'll weigh fired brass before I tumble it. It's still got the spent primer in there, and I'll just do it that way. The good thing about this primer pocket plug is you can tumble your brass first. This just goes right on there. Another good thing is it's got a little bit of weight to it, so it makes it so it'll sit nicely as you're adding your water, and I think it's going to be really handy. I've always wondered, I've never tested it, but whenever you do your case capacity measurements with fired brass that hasn't been tumbled, does the fouling and powder residue and stuff left in there from the firing make any noticeable difference in the weight outcome? I doubt it would, but if you're crazy enough to be weighing case capacity, you're probably crazy enough to worry about something like that. So this seems like the best solution, right? We can get our brass clean and shiny, and this should give us a more accurate number, I would imagine. The price on these isn't terrible. They're $12.99 a piece. So I ordered both of them. Shipping was $8 though. So yeah, the total ended up being $33.98. Could maybe do with a couple bucks off that shipping price there. So I guess the total price would be closer to $17 a piece. It does come with one extra O-ring in the package. Yep, here's the small one. It comes without the O-ring installed and two of those floating around on the bottom. You can order extra O-rings, 5 for $1. I almost added a pack of them, but decided not to in the end. So let's give this thing a try. I've got a scale here. I've got a piece of, this is Norma. Yep, this is Norma 22250, and I've also got some Winchester 22250. And for my next video, I want to compare their case capacities, which is one of the reasons why I bought these, was for this specific task right here. So our first piece of Norma weighs 160.6. Let me write that down. All right, then we install our plug, which it's a nice tight fit. I can see why maybe that O-ring would wear a little bit over time. You kind of got a little bit of a twist. I'm sure it'll wear in a little bit with a bit of use, but yeah, it feels like a good fit. And I've got some water and a syringe here. So let's go ahead and fill this guy up. Try not to overflow it. Okay, that's 2 full syringes and it's almost there. I need a bigger syringe. All right, there it is, right up to the top. And I added a little bit too much. Might be able to see it looking a little convex there. So I'll just kind of touch it with my finger just a touch to take off a few little mini drops. And then need to hold it up to my eyeball. Yep, that looks really good. And here's another thing you want to be careful about. You can see that little bit of water right there will screw things up. So we want to, yeah, there we go. So the water's at the top, it's nice and even, and I don't have any water outside of the case. So now let's weigh it full. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm a total freaking idiot. All right, that's okay. We can recover. So 488.7. Do you guys catch what I did? At 488.8. My before weight, I didn't have the plug in there. So I was like, dang, son, that holds a lot of water. All right, so before I weigh it again, I want to make sure and get this thing completely dry. I've got a Q-tip here. All right, now it's all dry. So let me put this back on there and take another before weight. That's more reasonable. 443.4. All right, so 488.8 minus 443.4 is 45.4. So I'm going to repeat this a couple times and get an average. This time I'm going to remember to add the plug before I take my before weight, and that's actually the same before weight as the other piece, 443.4. All right, so our second one's full of water, and it's 488.9, which means this one's 45.5. So the two we just tested, one of them was 45.4, the other's 45.5. I'll show you another advantage of these plugs. So normally when you go to empty it, it's a pain in the butt to get the water out. But with these, as soon as you pop the plug out, the water comes right out. That's a little bit of a pain in the butt. It might seem like a minor thing, but whenever you're doing this with primers in them, it's kind of a pain in the butt to get the water out of there. So I guess that's where we'll leave it, folks. I mean, that pretty much covers what this is about. I didn't know these were out there until somebody had told me about them about a year ago. It's been so long, I don't remember who. So sorry about that, but thanks anyway. So that's it, folks. Primer pocket plugs from 21st Century Shooting. I'll see you next time.